Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of UFTA Premium. I'm your host, Darren Walters, and in this particular session, we are just going to be laid back. We're going to let our hair down, what hair we have, that is, and we're just going to enjoy UFTA for what it is. I'm going to keep you up to date on the latest and greatest from UFTA Productions, and what I've discovered is that there's a company that will help me out, AdMagic, right, which is the parent company of the people who helped print the prototype for this game. That would be Print and Play. So, yeah, I talked to the parent company, and they got back to me on some price quotes, and it turns out that the financials for UFTA are going to be roughly somewhere in the $30,000 range. Okay, so that's $30,000 to print 1,000 copies of UFTA. All right, and that's I figured ballpark. That's somewhere where it was going to be. So I have new motivations and new goals for UFTA. It's just UFTA is not really a capitalistic game, but it can be. It can be played that way if you want to go that route. And so, the realities of UFTA are I have to, not only do I have to come up with this money, of course, but I also have to figure out how to make UFTA profitable because I can't make it free. And so you're probably wondering, like, man, if it's so great, like, why isn't it free? Well, like in life, like in reality, the problem is human labor is involved with UFTA, and you have to pay. You have to pay your help. You have to pay the labor, right? And so, UFTA is a collaborative effort. I can't make it on my own. So, I'm not an artisan. I'm not an artist. If I could, I probably would. If I had those particular talents and gifts from God or whoever given to me, then yes, I would do this by myself and give it away for free because I think UFTA is that great. It's great for salvaging relationships. It's great for family together time, keeping the core rock solid, or creating your own families, leaving the nest and flying away, right? And so, with the idea of family formation in mind, UFTA should be a vital companion, okay? But yeah, like I said, the beauty of UFTA is everybody starts on a level playing ground, and there's no mark of nobility or distinction, neither creed nor race or ethnicity nor sex nor anything will give you an advantage in UFTA. The only thing that gives you an advantage is your own decision making, right? That's the only clear advantage. Now, granted, some people are dealing with adversities in life that others aren't, and you'll just have to figure out, why that's not fair and how we can remedy that, right? What are the steps we can take to make sure that we in fact do have that level playing field, and we emphasize the human decision making over all else, right? Right, so that's going to catch me up. That's why UFTA is not free. I depend on the labor of others. They need compensated and paid, and so UFTA must be a retail product. But yeah, I'm on the side of those who think it should be free. Simply because it's a life lesson you can learn throughout your entire life, learning from mistakes, bad failures and regrets, things you wish you had done differently, and learning from experience. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started. This time I'm going to put some nice music underneath, so bear in mind that all the great music comes from the free audio library on YouTube. So feel free to check that out and browse that sometime, especially if maybe you're having a few mental health crises or something like that. music is a tremendous balm. It's a great way to, just relax and enjoy some quiet time, some inner peace, or anything you need to help you through. Okay, so here's our first turn. We've got a 4. So you may have noticed, if you check out the descriptions of all the videos that I've created, including the music videos, you're going to see some affiliate links by Amazon. I'm affiliated with Amazon, and all of the things that are maybe game related or family oriented towards UFTA, you can find links to products that are very helpful when it comes to setting up the game, getting the family together to play an awesome game. These are some of the accoutrements and other things, other materials that might surround a quality game of UFTA. So check that out anytime you get a chance. I do get a small commission. It's 5%, just to be transparent about that. I get a small commission on any purchases you make, but on the whole, you're going to find that everything listed is related to UFTA in one way or another. Okay, so here's a 6, Sabotage. I wouldn't mind having a few of those things myself, to be frank, but I'm not financially secure enough to do too much shopping on there. And like many people, I have my own critiques of capitalism. I'm not thrilled to death. I'm not really interested in selling things. It's just the reality is I need the $30,000, and so I'll be looking to ways to fundraise or to take out loans and figure out how to make this thing happen. Because my utopian ideal, right, is to have everyone on the planet enjoy some UFTA together and bring your favorite music, favorite tunes, favorite people, and just chillax, right? Because that's where it's at. Okay, so here's a 6. Peace, love, and harmony. I don't want to steal from the Beatles, but why not? I mean, they did okay. Here's a 6. They're all right by me. Okay, so this particular drawer, if you check it out, we've got potatoes twice. That's our lowest crop, so we definitely want to hone in on that. That can be a tremendous advantage early, especially if you have fingernails, right? And in case you're wondering, if you're wondering like what personal advantages I have a few, and I'm grateful for them. My retired parents have definitely helped me out with some of this stuff. So I don't want to, how we try to uphold the American dream and say it's this worthwhile goal pursuing. Well, if you do want to do that, you should just bear in mind that it never happens in a vacuum. You absolutely are always standing on the shoulders of geniuses, people who've come before, and try to build on their legacies, to build something new. So, all right, go ahead. Harvest. Oh, yeah. There we go. Spinach 4. Spinach on the wrong one is 10 tokens. By the way, I have an invitation to invite everyone on the planet to enjoy Ufta. It's on a weekly basis, okay? You can be competitive, but really I just appreciate the quality time with other people, right? And you know, the ultimate goal of Ufta, besides to play everyone on the planet, the ultimate goal is to have people from various backgrounds, cultural backgrounds, doesn't matter, diverse occupations and walks of life and life experiences, to have them on and feature them. And besides getting to know what they do and what they're about, it's also really nice to have them reflect on Ufta and gather their particular likes and dislikes, what they thought I could do different, and so on. Because it's a human endeavor, right? It's always going toward, it's projecting toward like a brighter future or a better tomorrow or a better way of doing things. If at all possible. So here's a 1. We're not doing 1s yet, no adversities. That's a noticeable difference between real life and Ufta, of course. Real life doesn't give you the chance to get up on your feet. It does knock you down. And you need all the advantages you can have sometimes. Okay, so here is... Oh, one thing I wanted to add, if I take a time out here, there's a question mark about the Finderdoodles. My retired father came up with this idea. He noticed that, when you begin the game, you begin with 2 Finderdoodles on your farm. And that seems to imply ownership. Well, that's not really the case. The Finderdoodles are a public utility. So once they're put out and placed in the market, they have the range of motion, the freedom to be moved anywhere they want by anyone. That's an important point to bear in mind when you're doing your calculations, trying to figure out what's the best strategy for Finderdoodle placement, right? You gotta think these things through a little bit. So here's 2 numbers. 5 is productive. Potatoes on the wrong spot. It's 1 token. Now we activate it into the 30 tokens. Okay. Here's a gamble. So 2. 1. So we gambled away 6 tokens. Not a stellar start for a grower bee over here. Okay. We're going to go ahead and cultivate the harvest. Spinach on the wrong one. It's 11. So when it comes to trying to remember things, the Ufta, one thing you might struggle with is whenever there's a turn and the first action is to harvest, that kind of means you have to keep in the back of your mind, oh wait, I need to harvest again. I'm sorry, I need to complete my second action after I'm done harvesting, because harvesting can be a lengthy process and you might lose a little bit of track of what you're doing. You know, just because you're human. I hope you're human. I hope I'm not talking to just robots. I hope the audience is a little bigger than just pets, dogs and cats and robots. All right, moving on. Cultivate and harvest. Got squash, no spot. Trouble. Yeah, I mean, one of my great goals and motivations is to get roofed in the hands of every family on the planet, if possible. Anything's possible if you put your mind to it. According to fictional characters in that movie. No, I'm sure somebody important said that. Okay, so here we go. Rock. Cultivate and harvest. 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. I need 2 crops, that hurts. Too productive. Yeah, you know, if you want to talk about capitalism a little bit, one of the interesting aspects of it is, you know, the people matter is just as much, the consumer matters just as much as the producer, right? Because they both have somewhat control over things. If the producer raises their prices too high, the consumer will rebel and look elsewhere. Right? So there's definitely a relationship in the supply and demand tandem. This is a sabotage. Yep. Sabotaging their broccoli. See you later. And we're gonna harvest, or we're gonna plant. Sabotage. I'm gonna sabotage the squash. One is productive. What do I like? Potatoes. Now, others, if you'll notice, even though there's a fender doodle on the undercut crop, potatoes, others can knock that off of there, right? In fact, we'll try to demonstrate that. Like we're not going to get a chance. Such is fate, such is life, right? It's certainly not for lack of trying, right? Many of us have tried. Many fail, and seemingly there's no clear correlation, causality there. So you definitely need to take advantage of social services or whatever you have. Use them all. Okay, here's the 30. Tokens against the last place. Okay, 4 is productive. Keys. Alright, so I really hadn't planned on going through the whole game. I just wanted to make sure I touched on those brief topics what's new with UFTA. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe, staying COVID safe. I hate to bring that up, right? Because enough people have been panicked about that, including myself. Sure be nice if it would just go away. Don't you wish, ultimately, viewer, that all these diseases would just go away? And yet we can't help it. We still have things that have affected human beings. They've stuck around as a disease for God knows how many thousand. That seems to be part of the design. Well, I don't want to get into theology. The design or the plan or whatever you want to call it. But at least from an evolutionary standpoint, it does seem like we're here to fight these diseases, gain some leverage over them, and then find a way to naturally overcome them, right? Our cells kind of respond that way. Respond to threats and overcome them, right? I don't know that there's that much you or I physically can do. It's just a process that happens naturally. Some call it the healing hand of God, and then others, if you happen to be secular or not particularly religious, then you look at it as the will or intent of the universe. The meaning and purpose is to keep you surviving for as long as possible. There's a lot in medicine to say about this subject, which I can't even begin to comment. Alright, so I think that's all I can think of for now. Please, if you have any important comments or suggestions to make, please feel free to look at the comment section below. Like and subscribe to the video, of course. But also, you should check out my links, just because there's a lot of cool and interesting things there. If you happen to be so inclined where you need to help your family out, and Amazon's the way to go, I guess. Okay, so here's a one. Not to be a hyper-capitalist, but, I don't really see that many suggestions out there that there's a better system, right? I think the really savvy people out there might be able to figure out how to improve capitalism so that we don't have these extreme wealth imbalances, right? Because anybody can see we still have poverty, we still have endless problems. But there's a lot of people that have been lifted out of poverty, right? So, it is what it is. I think that's going to do it for this session of UFTA. Things have gotten a little dark. Maybe hard to see me, so. Alright, so for now, keep on playing UFTA, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.